Hello students, you are welcome to your online economics class. My name is Mrs. Bassi. Today I will be taking SS1 class on the topic Basic Concepts in Economics. Basic Concepts in Economics. What do I mean by the basic concepts? I mean the keywords that brought about the study of economics into existence. And these words are very important in economics. These basic concepts are the following. Number one, you have wants. Two, choice. Number three, you have opportunity cost. Four, you have scarcity. And of course, five, you have scale of preference. Now, what is wants? Wants are referred to as mere desires for goods and services which are not backed up by an ability to pay. Mere desires. You can say mere desires or wishes of humans that are not always backed up by an ability to pay. You know there's a difference between need and wants, whereas needs are the basic necessities of life. Wants are mere desires that are not backed up by an ability to pay. In economics, we say that human wants are too many. That is why we use the words human wants are numerous, they are countless, they are uncountable, etc. And there are also things that you would like to have. Now, if I want to ask you now, what are the things that you would like to have? You will mention a very long list. If you also ask me, what are the things that you would like to have? I will mention, I like to eat good foods, I like to drive the latest car, I like to hold the latest phone, and so on and so forth. Human wants are really too many. That is why in economics we say that human beings are insatiable. Insatiable in the sense that somebody cannot satisfy all the wants at the same time. Must satisfy it one after the other. And so in economics, we realize that human wants are numerous, but the resources to satisfy these wants are limited. So it is a very important concept in economics. And of course, one of the keywords that brought about the study of economics. Number two. Another word that we are going to look at now is the word choice. The word choice in ordinary sense means picking or selecting from many items. But in economics, choice is defined as decision on a particular item from the range of alternatives. Now, since human wants are many, there is need for us to embark on a choice. Not just a choice, but to choose what the most pressing needs at a particular time. So the concept that brings about the idea of choosing the most pressing needs and leaving the less pressing needs at a particular time is referred to as choice. So choice in economics means decision on a particular item from the range of alternatives after assessing the different values of items. Now, the next word that we are going to look at in this series is the word opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is cost expressed in terms of foregone alternative. You can also say that opportunity cost is sacrifice made for the satisfaction of a particular want. Now, other words that you can use in place of opportunity cost are actual cost, real cost, foregone alternative, alternative foregone, etc. Opportunity cost is a very important concept in economics. For example, a student have the need for a textbook and a bag. And these two things cost 200 naira each. But the student has only 200 naira at his disposal. Now, in this case, the student has to go for one of them. If the student and leave the other. If the student happens to go for a textbook and leave a bag, in this case, the bag in which the student did not buy forgo remains the opportunity cost. I come again. If the student has the need for a textbook and a bag, then the student decide to buy the textbook and forgo the bag because the amount that he has was only 200 naira and the two things cost 200 naira each. The student has to forgo one and buy the other. So if the student happen to buy the textbook and forgo a bag, the bag forgone remains the opportunity cost. In other words, the bag forgone is the opportunity cost. And in this case, opportunity cost is also different from money cost. Now, while opportunity cost is the sacrifice made to achieve a particular want or cost expressed in terms of foregone alternative, money cost is the amount of money used to purchase a particular product. So in the case of this student, he has the need for a textbook and a bag, and the money he has is just 200 naira. So the opportunity cost was the one he forgone, which was the bag. And also, in this case, the money cost is the 200 naira and not a bag or the textbook. The money cost is the amount used to purchase a particular product, which in this case is the 200 naira. Now, the next concept we are looking at is the concept of scarcity. In fact, will I say that is the most important concept in economics. It is the concept that explains that human wants are numerous, but the resources are limited. Now, in economics, maybe in ordinary sense, scarcity means few, unavailability of a particular product or something that is not in abundance. But in economics, it is different from something that is few or unavailability, something that is not found everywhere. In economics, it means limited resources in relative to human wants. Limited resources. What do I mean by this? Resources at our disposal are limited, which means that it is not always enough to take care of all the wants at the same time. Please note the word at the same time. Resources at our disposal is not always enough to take care of all our wants at the same time. Is the basic concept that brought about the study of economics. Now, the next one we are going to look at is the concept of scale of preference. Scale of preference is the list of unsatisfied wants in order of priority. You can say in order of priority or order of importance. Now, since human wants are numerous, so there is need for one to arrange it in order of importance, whereby the most pressing needs comes first and the last pressing needs or the least pressing needs comes last. Now, this is a typical scale of preference of an individual. Now, remember that my scale of preference may be different from your own scale of preference. But for this individual, this is his own scale of preference. The most important ones comes first, whereas the least important ones comes last. Now, in this scale of preference, you have food there. Nobody can survive without food. Before you have clothes, shelter, education, furniture, motor cars, spouse, tourism, and leisure. So, With this, we have come to the end of this class. Remain blessed. Until I come your way again, remain a good student.